You have the last remaining piece of the Alaskan Way Viaduct.
I consider people who build, make, manufacture watches to be artists.
That is it.
We are giving these people.
And there's a couple of remnants of it way up here. And those are going to be gone shortly too. There you see, heading northbound on 99, the last couple of pieces of the old Alaskan Way Viaduct. These were the First Avenue South exit ramps, which later became the on-ramps to the viaduct, as the old viaduct that was in the location we're in right now was torn down. Up ahead there you can see the last remaining section of the viaduct right there, the main roadway of it. So yeah, kind of a milestone. That's the end of the Alaskan Way Viaduct. And now we have a crappy tunnel that cost a couple or more $1 billion to build, has fewer lanes, and does not serve some of the areas that need to be served. So we are coming by the section here. Doesn't look like anyone's done anything to it. I don't see any crew working on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any crews working. But that is it. That is the last section. There is rubble. It's kind of sad, really. Viaduct was a good road. You could see the Olympic Mountains from the highway. 60,000 cars a day could enjoy the view of the Olympic Mountains. Now, you don't get to see the Olympic Mountains. All you get to see from this road are the buildings. No more beautiful views from Seattle's waterfront. Sounded great on paper to turn this into a park, but more people enjoyed the scenery from the viaduct than will enjoy it from down here on the ground in a park that might be a park. I don't know if it's going to be a park or not. It might just be parking or a side road. And so this here section, I suppose this is another section of it. This section of the viaduct is still intact because they need it for the pedestrian walkway. And you know, I think they ought to leave that section there and make it a park. There's no reason they couldn't turn that into a park. So yeah, anyway, there's the view again. You know, you don't get to see the mountains, you get to see the buildings. And we keep getting people in the traffic down here that just don't seem to obey the lights. And they constantly block the traffic. And then the traffic gets worse because it's blocked, and it's a self-worsening problem. So people, don't extend yourself into the intersection. If the traffic has stopped, even if it's a green light, don't proceed into the intersection until the intersection is clear. Very simple. Because when you block the intersection, you screw it up for everybody. So there you go. There's some roadway over there that was under the viaduct. They're turning it into parking, I guess. So it doesn't even look like it's going to be a park down here. It's just going to be parking. Now here is another spot where the city just really... See, now here you go. There's an example of somebody screwing it up. Taxi driver, of course. But over here on the right, see, they needed a cross-town route. And on the right side here, you see a parking garage. And you see that concrete slope hill there. That should have been turned into a roadway going up to and using the old Battery Street Tunnel. And that would have been a crosstown flow of traffic. And what really would have been nice is that had they have done that, it would have relieved traffic on Alaskan Way down here, and it would have gotten traffic over the railroad tracks, and up there traffic could have gotten onto Western and proceeded uptown that way. And if they'd have had forward vision, they could have turned the Battery Street Tunnel into a crosstown speedway serving ferry traffic and alleviated all sorts of traffic congestion. They just don't think. Okay, that is the end of the Alaskan Way Viaduct. It'll probably be gone sometime next week. It's the Labor Day weekend now.